What you think about Duce Robinson though? Do you think he have a big year?
I mean, I think they're going to need him to, because I think he's going to be one of your, he's probably going to be your wide receiver one or two,
Mm-hmm.
probably when the season starts.
But he's your wide receiver one, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, they're gonna try to get him the football often.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Um,
with his size and stuff like that. So yeah, he's a guy that's gonna be relied on a lot. He has some skills, but he was kind of lost in the loop at USC. So you have to take that into consideration. He's never had to be the guy yet. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So you know, it's a little different when you got all them eyes on you. So you have to take that into consideration. So,
Yeah.
but I do think he is wide receiver one, like you said, and they're gonna need him to play big. As far as what do I think he's gonna do, I can't. It's kind of hard to say because, like I said, there's not a lot of production there,
Hmm.
so I can't. You know what I'm saying? Now his situation now is different, so it's like there's not a lot of production, and you got a different situation, so that's kind of hard to gauge. It's just kind of like a wait and see type of deal. But I know he's gonna be relied upon a lot.
Right. Yeah. I think the Deuce thing is gonna go one or two ways too. I think that's gonna go boom or bust too. To be honest with you, um,
I can see that for some of the reasons that I just named. Yeah.
it's tough because I think with Deuce, I think he's a good player, but it's and I was thinking this too when I was watching Travis Hunter today. They was doing some stuff in shorts, and I was like, man, I didn't notice Travis Hunter the way he rounds off his routes um a lot, and I didn't notice that in college. And I guess it's because when I watched him in college, people really couldn't guard him one on one, so they always play a lot of zone. So, but in the NFL, if you round your routes off in the NFL, that shit gets picked off. Like these
Oh
these
yeah,
cornerbacks,
easily.
yeah, these cornerbacks are too good
Yeah,
for that. You know what I'm
way
saying?
too good.
So I'm like, he's gonna have to really, really change that. He's gonna have to really change the way he runs his routes. And I was thinking that about Deuce, like when you get a guy that's big, and I think with USC they use a lot of off leverage type stuff to kind of create open plays for him because they had that fast guy on the other side. They had two fast receivers, and so with that, those guys are pretty much taking a lot of coverage, a lot of the blankets coverage, so you can kind of scheme stuff for Deuce to get open. And
Mhm.
scheming somebody open every couple weeks that's fine, but it's kind of hard to really do it
Yeah,
when you're the number one. So
yeah,
you got
right.
to be able to beat press and beat man, and and you got to be able to beat a lot of different coverages. So that's going to be kind of fascinating to see can he be
Yeah,
that type of wide receiver? Because I mean he's a
yeah,
big guy, and big guys have a hard time getting in and out of breaks.
yeah. And that's like just goes back to what I was saying because it's like you're gonna have to be able to beat a whole lot of different coverages, and now you haven't had a lot of experience or production, and now you've been asked to do a lot. So you know that's going to be tough. Like, so it's just kind of hard to gauge where he's going to be, but he's going to have to be big for them to have any type of success in the passing game. He's going to have to be
Right.
big.